let me introduce something about myself. My name is Phương. I'm from class English 7 of Finance and Banking at Phuonglik University. The subject of my talk today is the good ways of dealing with conflict in a negotiation. Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the United States, has said, "Peace is not absent conflict. It is the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means." In many cases, conflict just seems to be a fact of life, especially in a negotiation. We've all seen situations where different people with different goals and needs have come into conflict. The fact that conflict exists, however, is not necessarily a bad thing if we know how to deal with it. And the question is, what action do we propose to take? How can we handle conflict that is around us almost every moment? Then, I'm here today to give you the answer. My presentation will just take you about 7 minutes, so please pay attention to me. I divided my presentation into 3 main parts and 3 steps to deal with conflicts. Stay calm, identify the problems, and find a solution. So, if you have any question, please feel free to ask me at the end of my talk. When facing conflict, where you can try and avoid it, you cannot escape. The fact of the matter is, conflict in negotiation is nearly unavoidable. So, how come many people could be so successful in negotiations? Okay, now let's start with the first step and you will see. Stay calm. Cooler heads prevail in even the most difficult conflicts. Whether you are in a business or personal situation, you can take control of it by keeping cool, and when you are maintaining your calm, it will be easier for others involved to get back to the task at hand. Just be aware of your body language and your voice. A very simple but very effective way is smiling a lot. Smile helps everyone closer and be more comfortable. There are also many other ways to stay calm. Maintaining soft eye contact, saying something humorous, or something to show your respect like, "I see what you mean," or "I can see your point of view." Speaking calmly and slowly with natural tone, moderate speed and volume, avoiding absolutes like never and always. Sitting back and appear relaxed. To put it simply, dealing with conflict, it is not a question of knowledge, it's a question of attitude. Okay, that's for the first step. The next is also very important. Identify the problems. The thing you need here is approaching conflict with an open mind. As we all know, different people have different perceptions. You or the other person saw things differently. This happens most frequently when one is dealing with someone from another organization, another background, or another country. It's common that we all see things the same way and then get derailed unexpectedly. So, just focus on the issues, not on personalities. Then, what's the way to show your open mind? The way is listening carefully. Try to place yourself in the other person's shoes during the conversation. Make sure you acknowledge his or her feelings and paraphrase their opinion back to them to enhance your comprehension. Sometimes, getting all the information from the right person changes the entire situation. However, if the conflict springs up too far, stop the discussion and come back to it later. And for the final step, that is solution for the conflict. Resolving conflict is not about changing another person. Change is up to each individual. So, ask the partners for their ideas for solving the problems. If you have ideas the other person doesn't mention, suggest them only after the person has said all of his or her ideas. Discuss each idea. If it can't be used for some reason, explain why. Just remember to stay calm during the discussion. The more you do so, the less serious the conflict will be. And that brings me to the end of my talk. Now let me just run over the main key points again. The first one is staying calm. The second one is identify the problems. And the last one is finding the solutions. In conclusion, what I want to tell you is that don't fear conflict. Embrace it. Follow those things and you won't be disappointed. Thank you very much for your attention. Now I'm delighted to answer any questions.